It's the X-Bike, and if you haven't seen it, hope you can stick with us.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Computers, printers, cameras, fitness equipment, and even jewelry can be covered with a plan that offers repair or replacement should a failure occur. And portable electronics have accidental damage from handling, which covers unintentional mishaps like everyday drops, spills, and cracked screens. It's easy to add when you are checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Discover the newest way to create a style all your own. The HSN Style Edit, a curated look at the season's best, most original finds for every part of your life. We decode the trends, share tips and how-tos, and give you the inspiration you need to style it your way. It's the joy of the hunt and the thrill of the find. Your unique style is here. Discover it now, exclusively at hsn.com.
Who knew a little piece of plastic could be so much fun? Now, when you apply for the HSN card, instantly get $10 off. It's all about you. Extra flex on the things you love. Now, when you use your HSN card, you get extra flex all day, every day on all jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases. Plus, no interest VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
Since 2011, HSN Cares and Habitat for Humanity have been helping women realize their dream of home ownership.
HSN Cares believes in giving back.
You're building lives. HSN actually cares.
For the entire month of May, HSN Cares will donate $1 from every at-home item sold during at-home shows.
None of this could have happened without your donations. Thank you for helping me make my dream a reality.
HSN Cares is the heart of everything we do.
All right, well, this hour is really going to be wonderful. And Natalie, welcome back. It's good to have you. I'll explain who this gorgeous girl is in just a second. But let's talk just you and me for a moment. It's the X-Bike. It's one of the best reviewed and one of the most popular items we've ever offered in our fitness category here at HSN. I think there's lots of reasons why, and I will certainly share some of those with you. I know Natalie's going to explain why as well. But we start off with ProForm. We talk about a great customer pick and something that virtually everyone can do. So tonight, if you're sitting, all you're going to do is change your seat when you get the X-Bike and really then ultimately truly change your life. And we'll prove that throughout the hour. We'd love to hear from you if you have the X-Bike. There's so many customers, Natalie, that rave about this. I mean, there's thousands of reviews on this, and so we'd love you to tell your story, because your story could change someone else's story and change their life, and I think that's really important. So Miss Natalie, welcome to have you back. Love having you guys with us. Hi Henry, hi girls. All right, so here's what's gonna happen. Natalie, we love having you here. Not only you're a personal certified personal fitness trainer, but busy mom, which is understandable. Also, I think it's interesting, you have a degree in exercise science, so she really knows her stuff, and you've been with ProForm more than a decade. So really's got a great background to work through this hour with us. So
thank you for having me.
Why the X-Bike, girl?
Man, there's many reasons why this is a customer pick and has 5-star ratings. The number one is because it comes with weights. So we're a total body. You're getting total body here. We're seated and supported. We're working the big muscles in the legs, but we can also, with our 2-pound weights that are added, we can add in bicep curls. You can see Sandy behind me doing overhead presses. Right, we can go right into a lateral raise. We're working the upper body and the lower body as well. And I'm just gonna get right into this. Another big reason why this is a customer pick.
Watch this.
Because this thing folds right into about the size of my vacuum cleaner. So it's really a space saver. You can put this, you know, bring it out, watch your show, get your workout on, and then put it away so that it's nowhere to be seen. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space.
Yeah, and I have to tell you what's great about that is you can leave it out. Most people do. And in fact, in a couple minutes, I'll show you where mine is. But you'll want to use it because it's not like a big thing you have to plug in, and it takes up all this crazy space. And I really believe, Natalie, that's one of the reasons why we've sold literally hundreds of thousands of these X-Bikes. They're always wildly popular when we offer them. And we've got colors, which is great. Henry, what color are you using tonight? You're the red man. Sandy?
Plum, baby.
She's the plum baby. You
I got the teal.
The teal, and I am on the blue. Do we have the gray available?
Right over here on the table.
And we have the gray, so the gray's available as well. Now, they include DVDs, and I had to share kind of a personal story on this. So I bought my X Bike we first launched it. I thought it was one of the greatest items I've ever had. And it didn't come with a DVD. So I was trying to go online to find biking workouts, like spin classes, right? So I'm like, well, okay, and I've got my tablet and I'm trying to watch it because I had no idea how to get the best and the most out of a fitness bike, right? And I thought, well, that's not gonna work. So I came back and I said to ProForm, I said, please, 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 will you make DVDs specifically for this unit? Because all those spin classes, they weren't using weights. Yeah. There wasn't that combo of wow, right? And I'll be darned, they did. So talk about the DVDs. You listened, yay.
You are getting a personal trainer in your home. So you're gonna bring this bike home. You can literally sit on it and watch your favorite show, or you can pop in one of the DVDs and there'll be a personal trainer there for you, leading you through every single step of the way. You don't even need to know what to do with these, because we'll teach you, we'll show you exactly what to do with these dumbbells.
Which is great.
Yeah.
So you're not lost. I was lost for a long time going, hey, how can I most efficiently work out on this? Yes. And now they did the DVDs. And indeed, they're included. It's actually 2 DVDs that you get in this collection. All right, for my end of the world, just want to show you the price break. It's always great to have something on sale. We love that. And then free shipping. This is not a small unit. It comes in a pretty good size box, and 5 flex pays. Now, a lot of people ask, what is the assembly on this?
I'll tell you, it took my husband 30 minutes to put together.
That's good.
And you'll see in the reviews, it's about 30 to 45 minutes is what people are saying.
And they don't complain about it. My husband did it too, and he thought it was really easy.
It's an easy assembly, easy and quick.
Okay, so I want you to go through the rest of the bike, because there's so many rich features on this.
So let's just start right at the top and we'll work our way down.
Perfect.
You'll notice, first of all, that it comes with the weights. We've mentioned that already. It's 2 2-pound weights. Then you have these nice cushy handles that have an EKG sensor. And this gives you the feedback of your heart. And we'll talk a little bit later about why that's even important to have on our bike. Then we have this nice console that reads the speed, your distance. It tells you your time, and my personal favorite, calories. And I know most of my clients, that's the most motivating is, okay, I know I ate that cookie last night, and I know it was 250 calories, right? And that's what I wanna burn in this workout. And so you can actually watch and see those calories. I was riding a little bit before the show. I've already burned 60 calories, and I'm on a resistance level of 1. There are 8 different resistance levels. So this is a bike that's going to grow with you. You start where you're at. You don't need to be in great shape to start with this bike. You start where you are at in your fitness level, and this bike will grow with you. I'm gonna hop off and show you the seat. We put a lot of thought into this because if you've ever been on a bike, many different bikes, you might have woken up the next morning and thought, I'm feeling a little sore, right? Yeah, well, we made these seats on these X bikes so cushiony so that you don't have that problem. It's also nice and big, so you're gonna feel comfortable and supported on your seat. The space-saving design. This, in my opinion, is one of the reasons why it's a big customer pick is this right here. It folds right up. There's no cords. You don't have to plug it in. You can put it anywhere in your house, or even if you want to go ride out on your deck, you can put it outside on your deck if you have a deck and get your workout in that day. The seat adjusts, so me at 5'2", I can hop on and have a comfortable ride. I have a brother-in-law. I told him I'd mention, he has this bike in his office, so he takes his business calls, and he's 6'2", and he fits just great on the bike as well. There's a 250-pound capacity, so really it's for everybody.
And I think that's amazing, because when you see her folded up, it's about the size of a vacuum cleaner. You think, oh, it's not gonna hold anything. 250 pounds, I mean, that's a really well-built item, and you'll feel the stability in it. You know, you can feel the minute you're on it, it's good quality. Here's what got me too, is I thought, okay, great, I've seen those spin classes. I don't want to go in and sit on a bike that somebody else has been on, many other people. And also they're very intimidating. Those spin classes, like, they're insane, right? But it's a great workout, so obviously you can get in great shape, because why would they be so crowded? Here's what they do, and this is where it really did it for me, is in a spin class, they'll do what are called pop-ups, right? They're called pop-ups.
Oh,
which
we're gonna do
means
this together.
you pull your whole body up on the bike.
Your hips out of the
saddle. Get your rear out of the saddle, and you do this. And then you can sit back down. And when I was able to do that on this specific model, I couldn't believe it. And that to me just said, oh my gosh, it's that stable. You can do a really serious workout.
And you really feel supported. And again, like I mentioned, we're on a lower resistance, but even if we were to add add, let's go, Henry, will you go with me? Sandy, you go with me. Let's put it all the way to that 8. You can join us too if you want to.
Why, thank you.
And we're gonna go. So now that resistance, you feel
that's a heck of a workout. This is like going up Mount Everest.
Yeah, so we're putting
really
a lot
working
of
hard.
force. And one thing you'll notice too is that because of that magnetic resistance, it's silent. So it's not a noisy bike. I could literally stick this bike right next to my baby's crib and get a workout in, and he wouldn't even hear a thing. It's that quiet.
In fact, everybody, let's pedal real hard and don't say anything. Like, look at, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, you hear my shoelaces.
Well, and when you think about that too, a lot of the bikes will have what's called a belt on it. And when you turn the resistance up, the belt just gets tighter and that belt breaks down all the time.
Yes.
Explain the importance of that professional flywheel.
Yeah, you get a smooth ride. That's why we decided to do that. The magnetic resistance is because you feel that smoothness.
But it's literally a magnet.
Yeah.
Explain how that works.
The resistance, as you're clicking that knob, it's just bringing those two magnets closer and closer together, which is making that resistance feel heavier and heavier and heavier, but you're not getting that
friction. You're on the
catch,
friction.
right?
Right.
You're not feeling that catch, and with the bikes that have the belt, you're gonna feel that.
And it's also friction.
Yeah.
Like that's friction that's working on those belts. It's not like that at all. I mean, it's completely different than what you've experienced if you tried some other models that are out there. All right, so here's what we also have too on this. Tonight we have free shipping. We've got the 5 flex pays. You know, we're about to hit summer. We're not too far away. I think it's a couple of weeks or so. And are you ready for it? Are you really ready? You know, do you have an event coming up, or just think about this, when last time you put on a really cute pair of shorts? And you go, oh, I haven't worn those in years. Or when it was last time you put on a dress and wanted your picture taken? And if you're saying, well, that's been years, maybe tonight's the night that you just go, you know, I'm gonna make a change. And I think a lot of us, Natalie, now you're a new mom, boy, we give and we give and we give. And I think sometimes we feel guilty when we do a true self-purchase. Like, I'm getting this for me, and I'm gonna spend a little bit of money on it, right? And I think especially with this category, it makes you so much better and such a healthier and mentally better person that end the guilt tonight and treat yourself to something that's really wonderful.
Yeah, that's so beautifully said. If you're giving to yourself, if you're giving yourself that time, you're gonna be able to give back to your kids, to other people, to all of your other responsibilities. Yeah. You know that feeling of giving and giving and giving, and then at the end of the day, you kind of feel just
spent. You're just spent.
Just spent.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you give yourself 10 minutes, it doesn't even, I think a lot of times we think like, oh, I have to give a whole hour to my exercise routine. No, start where you're at. Start with 10 minutes. 10 minutes on the X bike, and it could be watching your favorite show. It doesn't have to be the sweat dripping, just horrible experience that I think sometimes people think of when they exercise, and that's one of the excuses that is used a lot. The next excuse is I don't have the time. But really, if this is in your house, and you mentioned you don't even have to put it away, this actually sits in my living room, and when I go downstairs to go and watch one of my favorite shows, it reminds me, oh, I could totally sit on my bike and I can burn some calories while watching this show.
Because you're still sitting.
Yeah, just change your seat.
All you're doing is change the seat.
Yes.
I mean, you're sitting on a couch, you're sitting in your favorite chair, you just change your seat, and it's funny. Once you start moving on it, you sort of forget your legs are going. Yeah. It's the weirdest thing. You'll be watching a show and you get really involved in it and you forget. And the reason I liked it so much was I have very little time at home in the evening. My husband works, I work, but most of the time I work at night. So when I am home, I wouldn't want to have to go to a treadmill, well, where did I put it? But to go to a treadmill and work out, because my husband and I can't visit together. I want to be with him because I'm not with him very much. What I love is he can sit on the couch, we can be watching a movie, I can be on my X bike, and we're still together. We're having an experience of watching something together, and yet, guess what? I'm getting a workout in. And we're gonna show my X bike, if you don't mind. We'll do it real quick. Yeah. So this is a picture of mine. There it is right in front of the TV. My husband sits over to the right of me, and I get my workout in. And then when people are coming over, or when you don't want it in the way, you literally just pick it up, slide it, or move it. It's 44 pounds. It's very easy to move, and that's all you do. But here's your chance to finally just go, you know what? I'm worth it. I need it. And if you've been I always say the sick and tired of being sick and tired. At some point, you got to say yes to you. You know, and I really do believe, as women and as in people in general, there's lots of things that distract us, and we give to so many people and we do so much. You need to have, and you want to feel good and feel better about yourself, and I think this is the perfect way to do it. And you know, Natalie, we talked about this too, but review after review after review. What are some of the most interesting reviews you've read that kind of were, wow, that's right, that makes sense?
Yeah, I think the sturdiness of the bike is one that is said often, that they, you know, you look, it's so compact in that space saver design, you would think, oh, but that's not really gonna feel stable, it's not gonna hold me. But when you get on this bike, this small, compact bike, you are gonna absolutely feel supported to the point that you could bring your hips right out of the saddle, right, and ride on those pedals, and you're not, this bike is not going anywhere. It is there to support you.
Yeah, yeah. And I think some of the other comments too are that people love the fact that it was just so easy. You know, it's just easy to do. You know, basically, if you can move your legs, you're in.
Yes.
You know, it doesn't, you don't have to dress up fancy. You don't have to compete with everybody else to try to get a spot on a bike. It's just there. And I'll tell you something else that's interesting too. If you don't think you're not going to get a heck of a workout, I dare you to try this. If you're like, seriously, if you're like a super athlete and you're like, oh, that little old bike's not going to do anything for me, I dare you to get it at home and try it. If you don't love it, send it back. But this will put you through your paces. If anybody can work out at an 8 for longer than about 2 minutes, I want you to call me or Facebook me and let me know. Because it's a killer.
Call in right now.
Oh yeah. Call and tell us. Oh yeah, I do 8 for 40 minutes. You're a liar, because it is a heck of a workout. All right, tell us about Rachel. We want to hear her story.
Yeah, this is Rachel. Let's go ahead and take a look.
My name's Rachel. I have 3 kids. Before I used the X bike, I didn't really make a priority to work out like I should. I would go to the gym just whenever I felt like it. But it's really nice having the X bike at home so that if I don't make it to the gym, I can still work out when my kids are home. I am able to use the X bike wherever I need to in my house. I can take it upstairs and help my kids with their homework and still be able to work out. I take it downstairs, watch TV with my family, and I'm still able to be a part of them.
Yeah, you know, she like what she said. You know, she can still be with her family. She likes that it's so portable. It's everything. It's awesome. All right, so we're gonna go to the phones because we're having Jody, who's gonna join us from Illinois. Hi, Jody. You're on the air with Natalie and Suzanne. Welcome.
Hi, Jody.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Nice to meet you. Now, do you have the X bike already?
I do. I've had it for about a month, and I absolutely love it. I put it together the first day I got it, and I've been on it. I get on it morning and at night.
Good for you.
And I'm usually about 6 to 10 miles in the morning, and the same at night, too.
So, Jody, let me ask you that. Before you got the X bike, if I were to come to your house and give you an outdoor bike and say, Jody, you've got to ride 12 miles every day, what would you have said to me?
I can't do that.
Isn't that funny? And all of a sudden you go, wait, I just rode 12 miles today.
Yes.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. And you were a big factor in that you were talking about your weight loss journey and how you just wanted something simple. And I love it because it's so quiet. I can get on it in the morning when the house is it's just my husband and I now. My kids are older and grown and married. And I can get on there and I can put in praise and worship or just a DVD or anything and just go, and before I know, the time has just passed.
Yeah. How do you feel?
I love it. I love it. It has made a world of difference.
Really? Do you feel like you have more energy throughout the day now?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Are you waking up and feeling more energized?
Yes. I just love coming out to it. I have it in my family room. My husband teased me at first when I got it and said, oh, great, this is another piece of exercise equipment to hang clothes on.
Yeah. And you're like, no, I'm really going to use this.
No, I use it every day, and I love it.
Is there anything we missed that you'd like to share with somebody, like a feature or something that maybe you saw and we haven't talked about yet?
No, it's easy to put together. It did take me about 35 to 40 minutes to put it together. I put it together myself, and but it's easy. It's quiet. That's what I love about it, and it's just easy. I love the seat. It's so comfortable. If anybody's on the fence out there about this bike, this is amazing.
Oh, good. Well, we're so glad you took the time to chat with us because, you know, Jody, by having your call, and we can talk about this all day long, it's so nice to hear somebody else's story because you might be able to change some other folks' lives.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, good. What color did you get, by the way?
I got the purple.
The purple. She's a purple girl. Sandy's
Yes.
purple. Well,
Yes.
Jody, thank you, and I really appreciate you chatting with us tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And we'd love to hear from you. We have sold, oh my gosh, well, since we've had this configuration in, we've sold 33,000.
Wow.
And when you think about the years we've talked about this, it's hundreds of thousands, and it's because it works. Now, if you don't mind, real quick, Natalie, I'm gonna share a couple reviews because they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
And much to what our last caller just said, Lulu in Florida said the ProForm was easy to put together. You know, for a lot of people, that's the stopper. If there's gonna be 8 million parts.
Yep.
And I think that's the other thing, because it's so easy, it lends to the stability of it and the quality of it, because it is easy. Jennifer in California, I love this bike. Wish I had purchased it a long time ago. Talk about that for me, if you will, Natalie.
Today is the day to choose you, right? I'm sure that maybe you've even seen a couple of these X-Bike shows before. You've seen Suzanne before, and you thought, man, I really could use that. Today is the day. Today is the day to choose you. Today is the day to bring this home and start with 5 minutes. So to start with 50 calories, to start with those really small goals, and then you will build on it. And then you're gonna be like Jody calling in and saying, I've been doing this for a month, and I'm riding, how many miles did she say?
12 miles.
12
6
miles.
in the morning and 6 at night.
And she feels outstanding. That can be you. That absolutely can be you.
Because think about it, if someone did come to your door and say, I'm gonna give you a brand new outdoor bike, and please, every day you gotta ride 12 miles, you'd be like, you are out of your gourd. You wouldn't, first of all, I wouldn't think I could do it. 12 miles is a long time.
Yes.
And then you're thinking, well, it's raining out right now. Oh, it snowed last night. Oh, it's so hot today. You know, there's so many reasons why we don't exercise and a lot of excuses. This ends all of that, and it's truly enjoyable to do. And you can get you'll watch, at the end of the hour, we will keep riding this whole hour, right? You can see I'm not out of breath, and I'm not even sweating. I mean, I'm not killing myself
How
here,
many
right?
calories have you burned so far?
I gotta wait till it clicks through. But what I was gonna say is you'll be amazed at how many calories we're gonna burn at the end of the hour, and all I'm doing is moving those legs. But
Wait,
then
your resistance is at 1, 2?
I'm at 1.
Yeah,
I'm at 1 right now. I'm at the lowest you can go. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm not huffing and puffing. I'm not jumping around like a crazy woman.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a lot of stress on my hips or my body or my back or anything like it. And then I'll give you an update here in a minute. Oh, I'm at 209 calories. It just flipped by 209 calories, and I'm not going fast. That's amazing.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so I want to talk about the combination of the weights with the workout.
Yeah, in fact, I was just gonna say, can we go through a small workout? Are you guys ready for this?
We're ready.
We're gonna show them. So how do we incorporate these weights with the bike? You're gonna notice that we're gonna keep our legs moving. And even feel free to increase your resistance a little bit if you'd like. We're gonna take it right into a bicep curl. So we're sitting up nice and straight, nice and tall. You're gonna pull those shoulders back. Really think about activating those abdominals, because we can absolutely activate and work that midsection as well, even though we're seated.
That once you lift your hands off, what happens?
Well, the stability has to take place in your body.
Yeah, you're all of a sudden, you lift your hands up, and all of a sudden your core is really engages.
Yes, and then we bring those weights together and we add in a little bit of a twist. Anytime you bend or twist, you're working those obliques. And because we're sitting nice and tall and even that little bit of a lean, we're also working those transverse abdominals, those rectus abdominals. Those are those deep, deep abs. The rectus abdominals are the 8-pack.
Oh,
right?
awesome.
So I'm talking really, it's your abs. It's your entire corset that we're working as we sit tall and we add in some rotation. And then of course we gotta get those shoulders, because it's summertime and those tank tops are coming out. So we're gonna come right out here to a lateral raise, still moving the legs. And then we've gotta get the triceps.
Of course.
So we're gonna bring those arms right overhead, keep those elbows nice and close together. And remember, you're going home with 2 DVDs. You're gonna have trainers in your home. Melanie Douglas, Tori and Shelly will be in your home coaching you and telling you and teaching you exactly what to do with these weights, what your form should be. And now let's bend over here and we're gonna do a pull. We're even working those pulling muscles while being seated on a bike, which is pretty outstanding.
And that's actually
unique.
working all the way up to your back.
Absolutely, yeah. You know that part that your bra kinda hangs on to sometimes a little tight? Right. That's the area that we're working right now. Now, let's put down those weights. And we're gonna do something called interval training. This is gonna be a huge calorie blast. So we're gonna add, let's go up to 5 resistance, and really put some effort into your legs. Because we have this console right here in front of us, we can see what's going on with our time. So I'm gonna switch over to that time. And we can see, great, let's go for 30 seconds here and back off. And this is what I wanted to tell you about the heart rate monitor. So these EKG sensors here, it tells you what's going on with your heart. And you're gonna know that you're getting more and more fit as you see your heart rate drop down quicker. Does that make sense? Right. So at first when you start, your heart rate might go up to 200. And for it to come back to 150, let's say, it might take 10 minutes. And as you get more and more fit, it's gonna take less time. You know that your heart and your lungs are getting stronger when your heart rate starts to recover faster. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So
and explain how long, like, because people say, oh yeah, in 6 months. Yeah. You know, actually, your body reacts pretty quickly.
Yeah, Jody, who just called in, she's been going at it for a month. I bet that if she were to have tracked her heart rate, after 2 weeks, she's gonna start to see those improvements. Your body is a machine made to adapt.
Right.
Right? I think that we think that this is harder than it needs to be. Yeah. Really, it's about taking the time, being consistent. All movement counts. All movement counts, and every time we move our body, it's like a drop in the bucket. And the X-Bike is a great place to start, and it's also a great machine to grow with you.
True, and you'll be consistent. See, that's the other kicker, is a lot of times we get all excited in the new year and we join the gym and we go 3 times and all of a sudden we go once a week, and then all of a sudden we haven't been there in 2 weeks, and all of a sudden it's, you know, 4 months later, I'm like, oh, I really haven't used that gym. I think when it's at your home, it allows you to be really consistent because it fits into your lifestyle. You know, you go, okay, I've got 10 minutes, or right now, are you watching TV and you're sitting there for a couple of hours? You could spend 15 minutes, get off, and guess what? You're done for the whole day. You've got your workout in. It's just brilliant how it works. We're gonna say hi to Frank, who's joining us from New York. Hi, Frank, welcome. You're on with Natalie and the whole gang.
Hi,
Thanks
Frank.
for joining us.
Hi, thank you.
Hi, tell us your story. What do you love about it, Frank?
I like the fact that it's quiet. I'm in an apartment here on the 3rd floor, and it doesn't disturb anybody. And you're able to I do it at night before I go to bed. And in the morning, I feel like a new man.
How long have you been using your X-Bike?
I've been using it now 2 months steadily now, every day.
And how long are you, how did you start and where are you now in your progression?
Well, I started low because it's a little difficult for me. I'm not that active like I used to be. I'm a senior. But I gradually got up my speed, and you know, I'm able to do it for 10, 15 minutes. Sometimes I can get to 18 minutes.
Wow.
And, you know, you just feel so great. It's just a great machine.
Yeah. Is it everything we've said so far? We're covering it pretty well and accurately?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And the fact that it's so quiet, you don't disturb anybody.
Well, plus, if you're on a 3rd floor, how do you get a giant treadmill up to the 3rd floor? And where do you have the space to put it anyway?
I do have the tread climber, which I don't use.
Frank, do you incorporate the dumbbells?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I think maybe sometimes we think like, oh, 2 pounds. What is that really gonna do? Do you feel that 2 pounds after doing so many bicep curls is actually a challenge?
Well, you know what it is? After 2 month period, I did upgrade the weights.
Great, because
you went to heavier weight.
Yeah, because you're getting stronger, which is awesome. I would hope so.
I can't tell you how you feel. It's such a wonderful thing when you incorporate the weights with the bike, because you're feeling your body, your movement. Like you said, you're getting stronger.
Yeah, is it funny? Doesn't it feel like you actually can feel your body? I think most of the time when we don't exercise, you just forget about it, and all of a sudden you're going, oh, wow, I do have a vibrant body. It wants to work. It wants to help me out.
Yes, absolutely. And for seniors, this is a great bike for them. This is perfect.
I love it. Well, Frank, thank you, and congratulations on your success. I love hearing your story. Thank you, and have a
your company.
Oh, well, thank you for shopping with us. I mean, he's a perfect example. He said, you know what? He's not been very active for a couple of years. He got this. He started out slow, then he's picked up more. He's going to heavier weights.
Yeah, he's already upgrading his weights.
And you can, because this will hold. I mean, you've got this little rack, so you can definitely put other weights on here if you need to. And then all of a sudden, he's like, I love what he said. He goes, oh, I wake up and I feel like like a new man. I mean, gosh, you know what? And let's talk about that.
Yes.
Some people say they're too heavy, too far gone, or they're too old to get started.
Yep.
Kind of address that, if you will.
Those are all lies that you're telling yourself. And we are here to tell you and to show you that this is absolutely for you, and it's never too late. You're never too old. You're never too out of shape. There is a place that you can start. And I love to say to my clients, you start where you are. Stop comparing yourself to other people. You start where you are in your journey, and then you be consistent. And before you know it, you're gonna be like Frank, waking up and feeling outstanding again.
And I think it's one of the best feelings in the world. You know, really you get reconnected to who you are, just the clarity in your mind.
Yes.
I mean, even if you say, well, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna try to lose some weight or whatever, just when you wake up and actually you're sharp and clear. And you know what always happens, if it happens to you, if you're at work like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're like, if I could just crawl under this cubicle and take a nap, I would be so happy, right? Because you're just exhausted. Wait till you start working out on this. You wake up and you can go all day long.
Yeah.
You don't come home and just go, oh, I've had the longest day ever, I'm gonna sit down all night. You actually will do more stuff when you get home because it's all so connected. Everything is so, it's so circular with working out.
It sounds like it should be opposite. It sounds like, oh, well, if I work out, then I'm expending more energy, so then I'm gonna be more tired. But it really is the absolute opposite. You work out and you give back to your body, you're gonna have more energy throughout the day. And I would say, replace your work seat with an X-bike.
It's a great
Just
idea.
change your seat, just like my brother-in-law. Instead of sitting and not doing anything on your business calls, change it out for a seat and move your legs. Burn some calories while you're listening to those calls and carrying on with business. And you can get those little bouts of exercise, that little bit of movement throughout your day.
Well, how many people do you meet to say, oh, you know, I love at the end of the evening to sit and read a book. That's the way I relax.
Yeah.
Just keep the legs moving and read the book. You know, I mean, you can really multitask on this.
Yep.
You don't have to give up something to gain exercise with the X-Bike. Now, if I run a treadmill and you're running or walking hard, it's pretty hard to concentrate on a book, right? Yeah. You can't really do that. Or if you're on elliptical, again, we sell those. They're great pieces of equipment. People have great success. But on elliptical, it's pretty darn hard to actually focus on a newspaper. With this, you can see right now, you're on your phone, Sandy, right? Who are you talking to? Your boyfriend, husband? What
She's watching a hockey game.
Are you watching the hockey game? Oh, I need to. Oh, did we win or lose? Oh, shoot. Game 7's coming up. Oh, sorry, NHL hockey and the Tampa Bay Lightning are in it, so we're all into this right now. Anyway, but you know what's really kind of neat, Natalie, is you don't have to give up a favorite activity that you love to relax and do at night. Just get on the bike and do the same thing.
Just add it.
Yeah, add it.
Just add it to what you already were gonna do.
Right, if you're just gonna surf the internet and look at YouTube kitty videos.
Do it while you're moving your legs.
It's easy. Because it is a seat, and it's a very comfortable seat, as we mentioned too.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through some more of the features too, because I definitely love the monitor because it does give you a lot of information and feedback.
Yeah, this is your feedback. This is your tool to set goals and to give you feedback. It's something that I love, something that my clients love as well, because you're not just blindly moving your legs, which sometimes that's okay too, but if you really want to progress, then you have this console here and it tells you your speed. If that's something that motivates you, it will tell you your distance. It will tell you your time, and it will also tell you your calories. So if you have a specific calorie goal that you want to hit, you can see it right here on your console. It gives you that feedback, which is outstanding.
And what I also like about this too, with the calories specifically, and you mentioned it earlier, let's say you did something last night or today at lunchtime, you had a little something, you just get on it. When you hit that calorie point, you go, good, I just burnt that off.
Yep.
Or if you know something's coming up and it's gonna be a big birthday or a weekend, you know you can bank those calories all week and then maybe have a little cheat session somewhere. But also, of course, with your background, you know, certainly once you do this, have you discovered people who start here and then it's a domino effect on their eating habits?
Absolutely.
What happens with that?
Especially if you're starting your day out with this. That has a tendency to motivate you to make better choices throughout the day because you've already put in the work, right? You've already seen the calories that you've burned. You've already put in the time, and so you think when you get to work and there's donuts on the counter, it's like, you second guess, is that worth it today? And guess what? Sometimes it's gonna be worth it. And that's okay, that's called balance. You can come back to your X-Bike and work out the next day. But it will definitely make you more conscious about what your choices are with
So you found your
food.
clients will change their eating habits naturally just because they're starting to work out.
It doesn't have to be this hard,
like crazy, drastic.
Yeah, diet change. It's a lifestyle. It becomes a lifestyle, and you start to make better choices because you want to do better for your body.
Right. And you're thinking, I'm doing the work. I'm also not sabotage it by eating too much.
Yeah.
So that kind of makes sense.
Because it does. It goes hand in hand, and I'm sure you know that because you look outstanding and have done the work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, and I also, and Linda, stay on the line for me. We're going to take your call in 1 second. But in my own personal story, last Thanksgiving, I made a commitment to myself to be a new lifestyle. It wasn't just, I'm going on another diet. It's like, I am really going to change my lifestyle. And that's what happened. It's now my lifestyle. Now it's become my habit. So the exercise and the eating, and my eating, I do keto eating, if you're curious. And it's become who I am now.
It's so inspiring.
Well, because I was over the diets. I just done, because it's only temporary.
You were over starting on Monday.
Yeah, exactly. Over New Year's Day going, this is it, and then not doing it. All right, Linda in California, thank you indeed for waiting. You're on with Natalie and Suzanne and the gang. Welcome.
Hi, Linda.
Hi.
Hi, thanks for joining us. Tell us your X-Bike story, if you will.
And I was in so much pain, and when I was in at the nursing home, they had this gym and they had a bike, and I kept wanting to get on that bike to try to, exercise my knee, thinking I can really, get it going right. And the bike helped me a lot. So when I got home, I was there for like almost 2 months, and when I got home, I couldn't sleep like 1 o'clock in the morning because the pain, that's the time the pain would pop up and wake me up out of my sleep. And I kept saying, I wish I had a bike. I wish I had that bike. So I turned the TV on, and what do you know? Here all we're on TV. And I said, the ProForm. I said, oh, I need that. So I got me one, and oh my God, I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world.
Wow.
That's an incredible story.
That's an amazing story. So how you feeling now? You feel good? You feel energized?
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Really good. And before I couldn't, make a full swing around with the knee on the pedal, but now I pedal like you guys do on TV.
Oh my gosh. And isn't that empowering, Linda?
Yes, it's great. I love it.
Good for you. And also too, how often do you use it every day?
Yes. Morning and night.
Wow.
Good
for you, Linda.
That's awesome. And Linda, it's so good you're proactive in your own health. A lot of people just go, oh, I'll take more of this or that. And you're like, no, I found something that works. I got to keep it going.
That's right.
Oh, well, congratulations.
That's an incredible story.
Linda, thank you for sharing that very personal story with us.
Oh, you're welcome. And I enjoy it. I'm going to keep on enjoying it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you, Linda.
Okay, thank you.
And she's a perfect example. She said, I couldn't even go one full rotation.
She was probably just doing this raw.
Probably just, and you know what? What a great place to start.
I was just going to say, start where you are.
Right.
And if it's this rock, guess what? Linda is now doing full circle, she said, just like we are, which is really cool.
I'm pedaling the heck out of it.
Yes.
I mean, that gives me chill bumps.
Yeah.
I mean, and gang, that's the difference between having to resort to, well, I can't do this, and I can't play with the grandkids, and, oh, I can't do those stairs anymore. Oh, it's hard to get out of the car. Oh, you know what? I'd love to go to the amusement park, but I got to sit down every 5 minutes. I mean, that is going from that to having a robust, fabulous life. And it's back to your point earlier, it's never too late.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as we age, we lose some of that muscle mass if we're not using it. And so this is a perfect place because we are activating those big muscles, the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads, and then we add in the weights and we're including that upper body, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're targeting the muscles in our body, and we're also working our heart and our lungs. So it's really a total body workout. It's total body exercise that will allow you to start at any point in your fitness journey and will progress with you and will continue to challenge you. We haven't showed this for a second, so while that camera's on me, I'm gonna show that one of the reasons why this is a customer top pick and it has 5-star review is because it is a space saver. It folds up about the size of a vacuum, and it's really light and easy to use, or easy to move. I'm 5'2", and I easily move the bike.
Yeah, oh, it was so easy.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you too, we have FlexPay tonight, and this is what we do here at HSN. I love Natalie's here, and ProForm's done a great job on a great piece of equipment. Obviously, it's exclusive, and we do have a nice price break, a really good price break tonight, but we have free shipping and 5 or more FlexPay on all of our ProForm fitness equipment. So obviously, the X-Bike's included in that. Now, we do have 5 colors tonight. We have the gray, we have the blue, we have the
teal,
thank you. We have the red plum, and we have the purple girl. Miss Sandy's the purple girl.
Purple girl.
And understand that's unusual for us to have all 5 colors.
Yeah.
That is really unusual, because usually, okay, and plum now is the most, how many do I have left in the plum? Oh, your teal's the most popular, yay teal. And what's up with that? Henry, usually it's yours. Okay, here's another review I wanted to read too, and again, please give us a call. We've had the greatest calls tonight.
I know.
And your story could totally change someone else. Can you imagine that? Just getting on telling your story with us could totally influence somebody's whole life. And normally when I do hours, I don't talk about truly changing your life. There's very few things that are available that really change your life. And this is one of those, and that's why I think I'm personally so passionate about it. But here's one, I love this one. This is Omaha in Virginia, and I think this person speaks for a lot of us. I was not a big fan of exercise, because trust us, most of us aren't, but this bike has changed that. I ride it every day. I mean, I don't like to exercise, I really don't. I really dislike exercising. It's just, who wants to?
Yeah, you know, even as a fitness professional, there's days that I have to talk myself into it too.
Right,
we're human.
Right,
that's the human experience. Exercise can be hard sometimes.
Right. But I think what happens with the X-Bike and why someone can go from I hate exercise to actually I really like it is because it's easy. You just change your seat. And I bet your couch, you spent more on your couch than $139.95, or that comfy chair you're relaxing in right now probably was more than $139.95. Just convert that to this. Change your seat, change your life. It's a very simple, easy equation. At some point, you just have to say, I'm done. That's what I did. At Thanksgiving, or before Thanksgiving, I said, enough, 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 enough. And I really, truly wanted a personal lifestyle of eating better and getting in shape. And again, am I in perfect? Heck no, I'm not in perfect shape.
You look pretty dang good to me.
Well, thank you. But I mean,
Incredible.
I don't ever expect to be like a little twig and a huge six-pack and all that. But I'll tell you what, I love my clothes getting looser. I love looking at a picture if someone takes a photo of me and go, oh, wow, wow, I look better, And it doesn't, even if you're just saying, hey, I just want to have a little more energy. Maybe your goal is that. You've got to start somewhere. And at some point in your life, you have to say enough. That's kind of what I did. And fortunately, because now I've done it for so long, it truly has become a lifestyle, but I had to focus on it.
Yeah.
It was not an easy transition.
What do they say? They say it takes 21 days to form a habit.
Right.
So you get your bike and you stay consistent and you do it every day for 21 days.
Right.
And then you'll start to feel that transformation within yourself, and it will become just part of your routine. It becomes part of your lifestyle.
I love this one. MG Mir in Texas said, would recommend it for other people, buy it. You won't be disappointed. Like, a lot of times that's kind of brass to say that. Buy it, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
But I think that person obviously is very passionate about that. Here's Barbara in Texas, says, I'm really loving this bike. Here's another one I think is pretty awesome. Sand in New York said, so easy to put together, and I started using it right away. I love it. Enjoy riding, and the weights are a good bonus. And most of the time with any kind of fitness bikes, you don't get the weights.
Yeah, it's a seat and you pedal.
Right.
But we add in those bikes, and we're also going to be sending 2 DVDs which have 4 different workouts on it, and they're all different lengths of time. So let's say one day you have time for the 30-minute, the next day you only have time for the 10, but you'll have trainers in your home that will show you and tell you exactly what to do with those weights. You don't need to be the expert. Let us be the expert at ProForm.
That's great. And also it'll maximize your workout, because I think a lot of times you're trying something new. If you don't have guidance, you're like, do I go fast? Do I go slow? Do I put it up? What do I do? And really, I think we get frustrated with working out, because if we're doing it on our own, we're not seeing the results we want, because we're not doing it right.
Yeah, you're not being pushed.
Right, and so ProForm's actually guiding us to make sure we maximize that 10 minutes that you are gonna work out. And there is a workout that's only 10 minutes.
Yes.
You're done in 10 minutes. I think that's pretty exciting. All right, this is Jose in New York. I love it. My boyfriend loves it. My boyfriend put it together. He said it was easy. Well, that's good. We love that. Now, this is interesting. This is RD in Florida. And RD says, I wish I'd bought it sooner, but I'm glad I got it now. The best bike, and it works great. And see, that's someone who's gotten it home and said, why didn't I get this when I first saw it on the air, we had one gal call and she had seen this presentation multiple times. And then she said, I just did it. I finally did it. Something clicked. And I think it's a great time tonight to do that for yourself. Of course, with the price break, it's always awesome. I love saving money. You do too. You're going to get that, and it's substantial. It's normally $189, and we're at $139.95. We have free shipping. It is not a pair of earrings, so it's a big box. So it's, you know, that's great when the shipping's free. You're saving a lot of money. And then our flex pay is so easy. You're going to spread your payments out over 5 months, although it ships right away, and you have 5 months to pay it off. It is not layaway. We'll send it right out to you, and in 5 months you'll pay it off. Now imagine what you'll feel like in 5 months. I mean, it's going to be pretty dramatic. All right, we're going to listen to Debbie. We want to kind of check in with Debbie, hear what she has to say. Oh, what do you want to do? Oh, no, Debbie, we're going to wait on that because we're going to talk to someone on our phones. It's Jacqueline in Florida. Hi, Jacqueline. Welcome. Meet Natalie.
Hi, Jacqueline.
Hi.
Can you tell us
Hi, I'm so glad to talk to you guys.
Well, nice to chat with you. Do you have an X-Bike?
No, I just bought it. I just ordered it.
Great, good
I was
for
watching
you.
you guys, and it was so exciting because I need to do some exercises.
Okay.
And this bike looks like, you know, like I've been to the gym, and I like your adjustments and the little calibrator for counting calories. So I thought, this is the best thing. I've thrown away a lot of money at the gym and not going, but this would be great to fit in my house, and I can move it around. It looks lightweight.
Yes, it is.
It just looked like the perfect thing.
Oh, how wonderful and how exciting. And you're right. I mean, how much money, you don't have to tell me, but you're spending money every single month on a membership you're not using.
True. Hundreds of dollars. I've done this over the years.
Right.
So this time I thought, here's a bike that can fit in my house. I can watch television. I can get out of the bed and do this. Like, if I would have had it now, I could be watching it while I'm talking to you.
Yeah, you could be in your jammies. Yeah. Nobody would know.
That's true. And you know, by the end of this hour, you would have completed 4 workouts, 4 15-minute workouts. Yep. Wouldn't that be amazing?
That's true. That's why I watched this whole thing. I said, I'm going to watch it, hear what you have to say, and I'll make the decision. And when the lady talked about her knees and being in a nursing home, I'm 67 years old. So it's like, it's never too late. I want to do something for myself.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you, Jacqueline. Oh, wow. Well, enjoy it. And please, when Natalie and we're back, we would love to hear you in a couple of months and how your experience has been. Oh, we lose her? Oh, Jacqueline, so if you can, call back in a couple of months and give us your reaction. That's kind of neat to hear where they are now and where they go, like our caller who...
and good luck to you. That is so awesome.
That is really awesome. All right, so now can we go to Debbie, or you want me to... Where am I going? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You're going to hear from Debbie in a second, but first, Adam's joining us because I know he's got the launch of a brand new Today's Special coming up in about 15. Hey, Adam.
Look how effortless Suzanne makes that look. She's just riding along, talking away. Well, good evening, everybody. After we've worked up a storm with our wonderful ProForm, we're going to showcase the latest and greatest way to make your home appear wonderful. Do you love the lights? They're gorgeous. We mounted these lights. They're actually solar lights that are also planter lights. Look at this. This was an item that we launched a little while ago, and we brought it tonight in a brand new way, completely exclusive. This is a light that basically goes 3 different heights that comes along with a planter, so we can put these anywhere. We can flank either side of a porchway, the front door, the back door. We can even mount these on a fence post if we so desire. So you can stake it, you can mount it, you can put it on the tabletop, but they look beautiful. It adds so much to the curbside appeal. Bronze, copper, black or white are available. We'll show all the details at midnight, but right now, Suzanne, keep on riding. You're nearly there.
I will. You know what's so funny? One time I was on the air and I wanted to get to 500 calories burned. They turned all the lights off. Everybody left me. I was by myself, and daggone it, I was going to hit that 500 calories.
Are
and
you
I
close?
did it. Well, I'm going to tell you. So we're going to do a check. Everybody ready? On mine, my calories, 558 calories.
What resistance level are you on,
No, I'm
lady?
still on 1.
Oh, wow.
I just haven't stopped moving.
Your legs, as you're talking, those legs are just
my legs going
I
really
need to
fast.
pick up here.
Where are you at?
I'm about 300.
Oh, you're way behind.
I
Oh, my
know.
goodness. Sandy, where are you at?
448.
Good. And where are you at?
366.
What? What the heck?
Henry, it sounds like we both need to increase our resistance here to level 8.
I do, but it's funny because, again, my legs are moving really fast this whole hour. I'm not doing it slowly, but you can see I'm not out of breath. I'm not huffing and puffing. I'm not sweating profusely, and I'm pretty proud of that. Let me see. I'm gonna see the distance. Hang on.
That's pretty impressive.
We'll do the distance, and I reset it. Trust me, I actually hit it 0 about 3 minutes in. All right, the distance, I have now done 12 miles. How insane is that? That's crazy.
It's pretty impressive, just like our caller Jody. Yeah. That's what she's doing every single morning, is those 12 miles.
And if someone came to your door and gave you an outdoor bike and said, go ride 12 miles, you'd go, you are out of your mind. Of course, we wouldn't do that. You're like, I can't do that. Yes, you can. You're just gonna do it indoors. You're gonna be a lot more comfortable.
Watching your favorite show.
We've got about 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Again, all colors. We have the gray, we have the blue. You're riding the, I don't know why I have a,
this is teal.
Teal. No, I want to call it turquoise. That's teal.
And I think teal is the best seller tonight,
teal's
right?
number 1. And then we've got our purple with Sandy, and we've got red. Henry's got the red. We have 5 flex. We have free shipping, a really nice price break. When it's on sale, definitely want to get it. It's just a temporary price break. It will go back up to the full price. And tons of features. So you want to start top to bottom?
Yep, let's go top to bottom. So the first thing you'll notice, the weights right up top, 2 2-pound weights. And I have to add that when you're looking at your console and you're seeing the calories that you're burning, it's not counting the upper body.
Ooh.
So think of that. Whatever calories you're burning here, you can add 100, a couple hundred to that depending on how long you're going. But you do have the weights and it makes it total body. It allows for you to add the upper body to the lower body. Has these nice cushiony handles with the EKG sensors. So you're gonna get that feedback of what your heart is doing. You're gonna be able to see, as you work harder, you're gonna see that heart pump a little bit harder. And then as you recover, you're gonna see that heart rate drop down, which is really important to track with your fitness. Then you also have the console here that's going to give you a readout of your speed, your distance, your time, your calories, and you can kind of switch in between those or you can keep it on one. I like to keep mine either on the time or I like to keep it on the calories. That's how I like to do my goals. It has 8 levels of resistance. So this bike is gonna start with you where you're at in your fitness journey, and it is also going to grow with you. 8, the resistance level of 8, it's no joke.
Oh,
let's go ahead and just do it really quickly so they can see in our legs how heavy that gets to.
Very long.
Yeah. So know that if you're in a little bit better shape, that you can absolutely get a great workout with the X bike.
It's cool. Look at it. I mean, it's like going up a hill like this. I swear. Isn't it nuts? No. What?
Quicksand. Yeah, you feel like your legs are in,
it's like you're in deep
quicksand.
sand. Yeah, you're right. Oh man, it's a lot of effort. Okay.
And then it has that space saver design, and it folds up to about the size of a vacuum. So if you don't want to keep it out in your living room, you can absolutely fold it up and put it away in a closet. Push it out of the way if you don't have that space and bring it out so it doesn't become a laundry hanger, right? The seat, before I get on it, let's talk about the seat. We really put a lot of effort into this at ProForm because a lot of bikes have really uncomfortable seats. Can you see how much cushion is in that seat? And then also it's about 3 sizes of my hands. It's a nice good size so you're feeling nice and supported when you're seated on it. There's 6 levels of seat height. I mentioned earlier, I'm 5'2". I'm at the 1 notch. I have a brother-in-law who's 6'2", and he's all the way at the top, but it absolutely fits him. Has a 250-pound weight capacity. It adjusts at your feet. It's silent magnetic resistance, which also makes this ride feel so smooth.
Yes,
smooth
it's not
like butter.
herky-jerky at all. And because there's no belt, you're not going to worry about a belt breaking. And you don't plug it in.
Yeah,
hallelujah.
I was going to say,
you
notice.
can literally put it anywhere.
Yeah, there's no electricity. We're not plugged into anything. It has batteries for the console, and then the resistance knob because of that magnetic resistance, and then you are the power of this bike, right? You're putting the power into this bike with those nice, strong legs.
And also that resistance system is very much what you find in very, very expensive bikes at clubs, at gyms.
Yes.
I mean, that's the same type of magnetic resistance that they use because it's a smarter and more effective and quite frankly, a more comfortable resistance. Also, you can go backwards. Explain the importance of backwards because a lot of units don't go backwards.
Yeah. We're changing up the way that we're working our muscles. So when we're pushing forward, especially when you're on that 8, Where do you feel that?
Oh, right
do you feel
up here
that?
in your upper
you feel
thigh,
that in the front of your legs, those big quad muscles. When we switch it backwards, we're gonna target a little bit more of that hamstring. Of course, all muscles are always involved, but just changing up the way that you ride will target those muscles just a little bit differently.
Okay, now you're aqua. No, teal.
Teal.
You're teal.
I guess you could say
color,
aqua, but it's
except
teal.
the correct color. You're teal and the plum. Sandy or plum. Those are the two most popular. And then our gray, which isn't out here. And by the way, it's the color of the weights, and then there's some little stripies down there that are the color. Basically, it's a white unit is what you get. But there's accents of these colors, and your weights will be that color. So the weights are included. The DVDs are all included. And there's multiple workouts. The shortest one is 10 minutes. Give yourself 10 minutes. Start off in 1 minute. I absolutely adore. Just sort of, you obviously was rocking back just to get it kind of warmed up and going. And now she said, I am pedaling as hard as you guys are pedaling. I mean, that's a dramatic story. It really is. But you've got to start somewhere. At some point in your life, you've got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah.
You know, when is that moment you just go, enough already, you know? There's got to be a moment where that just strikes you and you go, I'm going to commit to this and myself, and I'm going to do something. I think we on the HSN side make it easy with our flex pay, because right now you will invest under $28 in your future. Really, think about that.
And that's
isn't it
probably,
worth it?
for many of you, that's probably way less than what you're paying every month to go to the gym.
Or you skip a dinner out.
Yes, good point.
Skip a dinner out for the next 5 weeks, okay? And you've paid for this.
Yes.
And think about the long-term benefits. And also, it's built to last long-term. I mean, you can feel it. You know it's good quality.
It's one of the reasons why they put that magnetic resistance in this bike, is because it absolutely lasts longer.
Right, absolutely, of course. And then here's the other thing too, if you're still thinking, I don't know, this is what got me when I first saw, and I was able to do, this is how I tested it.
I'll join you.
I'm gonna do the pop, what are they called, bump ups?
Yeah, you just pop right out of your seat.
Now that can only be done on usually very expensive gym.
Yeah, a stable unit.
Yeah, and they're thousands of dollars that are really stable. That is how stable this is, and yet, closes up side of the vacuum and you can put it away, which is really awesome. Although I don't think you'll put it away much. Yeah. Okay, so you have other advice for us when we're starting to work out with this?
Start where you're at. Start with 5 minutes, start with 10 minutes. It doesn't need to be the sweat dripping experience. Start where you are at. Just like one of our callers that said she started out by sitting on it, feeling the handles, checking her heart rate, going through the LED screen, and then just rocking her legs back and forth. Just rocking her feet back and forth. And before she knew it, she was turning full circles.
Yeah.
This bike is also for you if you feel like, I'm in pretty good shape actually already. This bike is for you. It will give you a great challenge with those higher levels of resistance. There's 8 levels of resistance, which allows this bike to grow with you. You can start at level 1, which is where I've been pretty much this entire show, because talking at the same time as working out is a tricky thing to do, which you have mastered, by the way. But we can add resistance. And one thing I love, would you guys love to do a workout with me really quickly?
Sure, let's do it.
This is called HIIT training. It's high intensity interval training. So what we'll do is we'll add some good resistance. So whatever that is for you, maybe that's a 3, maybe that's an 8, and we're gonna go for it. Let's say 15 seconds, let's say 30 seconds. We're gonna stay nice and loose in our shoulders and our neck, but you're gonna really put in the effort through the muscles in your lower body. And then we're gonna say, okay, back down, take off the resistance. This is your recovery period. Allow for your heart rate to lower a little bit, and you have these sensors right here that you can hold on to that will allow you to watch your heart rate drop, drop, drop. And as you get in better shape, you're gonna notice that heart rate drops even faster.
That's great.
Which is really cool feedback, because that means that your body is getting even more fit. That's your heart and your lungs telling you, thank you. Thank you for giving me this time. Thank you for giving me this movement. And then we say, okay, are you ready? Let's put back on our resistance and go, 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 go. And guess what? There's gonna be trainers in your home that are coming with you, because there's 2 DVDs coming with you.
Right.
There's 4 different workouts. They range from a 10-minute to a 30-minute, 20-minute to a whole hour. And you're not gonna have to even think about this. You're gonna have a trainer in your home telling you what to do. And right now your trainer is saying, take off that resistance and let's slow it down and recover. And you'll start to feel, do you feel how your temperature of your body
it's
went up really quickly?
Yeah, sure did.
Can we turn on some more air in here, right? Just in, that was 2 minutes.
Right.
That's high intensity interval training, and the calorie burn when doing that is outstanding. So if you have 10 minutes, do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
Oh, what a great night to do it too. Just the whole point is, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then do something. And you know what? Once you take this first step, oh my gosh, you won't realize how fabulous the change can be when you're not at 3 o'clock in the afternoon hoping you can just curl up and take a nap, when you don't maybe reach for the bag of chips anymore, when you just change your chair, change your seat, you can totally change your life. Isn't that cool? All right, I gotta thank everybody. Thank you for joining us as always.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sandy. Thanks. Henry, we love you guys. And most importantly, thank you guys. And really, thank yourself too, because if you pick this up tonight, you're just on a new adventure, and it'll change everything from your outlook to how you feel to how you look. Everything will be different because of the X-Bike. Thanks for joining me. Adam's up next.
Well, doesn't this look wonderful? Folks, you're watching HSN. Good evening. Do you like our new planters? We've put these outside of the house. We're flanking the entryway, and they look magnificent. I want to take you down here because this is a phenomenal new product that we're going to launch tonight. It's a planter with a solar light. You don't get one, you get 2 of them, and you can put them outside the front door, the back door. You can stake them in the ground. We're going to even show you how you can mount them on the wall or a fence. There's a lot to get excited about as we think about sprucing up our landscape outdoors. Let's do it. It's our best buy of the day.